when I do the other equation, I'm getting 0. And I type.
Oh, you should add more decimal.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's if you have only one decimal, it's 0. Or you add percentage.
For the exam,
Yeah.
are we going to be able to like?
I will ask you to do the multiple choice questions. So you will choose the correct answer. Pick the correct answer.
Right, but I was going to ask, are we allowed to like?
Well, you're by yourself with computer. So you can use this case study as your reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask, is if we're allowed to like have like a formula sheet or I guess use this.
You're by yourself.
If you don't want us to, I won't. But
you're by yourself.
you can make the decision or not. I'll follow whatever you say.
But however, you're by yourself. I have no way to watch over what you do. Well, to be honest with you, because for finance, if you understand the concept, that's always important. You don't have to memorize the answers or memorize the equations, because you understand like this. The basic idea is just like you can either deposit for 10 years and leave it there for 10 years, or for 5 years and take it out 5 years later and deposit for another 5 years. You should get the same result. And then, so based on that, so you can figure out the.
Is that divided by after to the 10th on the first equation?
Divided by, yeah. But it's based on this equation. So you see this equation, you can calculate this part, you calculate this part, and so you divide it by that. And if I ask you to do everything calculated by hand, are you going to follow the rule? You're by yourself.
If that's what you said, I would do it.
You would do that.
Grumble and complain, but I would do it.
But you're by yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
But whatever is the easy and quicker way, but you figure out by yourself, and that's how it's important. Yeah, whatever like you know like how to do that. Because the finance really who is faster and quicker to get the results. It's really like how you get it. It's not so important.
So for the next two.
Yeah. See, so. You can, you guys can, well, yeah, how much you guys got for the next one? Got anything? The quick way is, this is 20 years, so 10 times 6.01%, 20, no, it should be 20 years, and subtract 10 years. 10 years is 5.68% times 10, but this is how much you get in the next 10 years. So you divide it by 10, so 6.34. But another way is just like you compounding, and 20 years, 6.01% compounded for 20 years, divided by your returns in the first 10 years. 5.68% with the power of 10. And then so since this is a return for 10 years, so you should get 1/10. So this will give you the annual return in the next 10 years, and but you have to subtract 1. So you got it. You see, it's basically the same.
You sure you got that?
Yeah, so we are these two. Let's see. So with this equation, you do this math. So you deposit at 6.01% for 20 years. It's the same, like you deposit at 5.68% for the first 10 years and deposit at 6.34% for the next 10 years. You get the same results.
Is that, after that, is that it?
Huh?
Is this the last question?
No, there's another one. The last one is the 30 break down to 20 and 10. So you deposit for 30 years or deposit for 30, for 20, and take it out for another 10 years. So got it, right? Yeah, for the next one, how much you guys got?
5.74%.
Huh?
5.74%.
Okay, let's see. So it's 2010. 20 times, how much?
2.8.
No, that's too low. It should be around 5-6% over 10. 5.74?
Oh, it's over 10. I have to go over 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got 5.7.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
26.01%. 20. Yeah.
Yes.
Easier way to remember how many years you're dividing by. To subtract, you know, see how it's R10 and R, or like look at the very bottom, see how it's R30 and R20,
Yeah, you subtract those two.
and that's 10.
Yeah.
The reason we never had to divide by anything is because if you look at the top ones, it was 5 and 4, 4 and 3, 3 and 2.
Oh, they were one.
So it was only one. So you never had to do it because it was the same 1 year interval.
That's not nice.
Well, I don't know what's wrong. I didn't. Oh, okay, got it. It's wrong again. Oh yeah. Somewhere.
You have too many brackets.
Yeah, I guess it's still not right.
You want less? Bracket.
The last one. No. Oh yeah. Wrong.
But you have it to the power of 30 instead of, oh, okay. Power of 30.
Power of 30, that's right. Divided power of 20, and that's right. With the power of,
You have it divided by there. So you need to take
Oh.
divided by.
this one?
No, the one, you have it divided
Oh,
by
yeah.
to the power of.
Yeah, so I shouldn't have this one. Yeah. So the other way is you got this very similar answer, but if you add more decimal, you see the difference. But for this one, you just you see. So if you change to you change to more decimals. So this is more accurate. But if we have only 2 decimals, it's the same answer. So I suggest, like, you got confused, you just use this one. Don't do the compounding. But you're more comfortable with the math, I definitely suggest you to do this, because you got accurate answer based on that. So you can use this expectation series to make predictions of future interest rate. Yeah, so this is the last part. We did a lot for this one. So this is about yield curve, and we can use yield curve to make predictions of the future interest rate. Let's say here. Let's say, so this is the 5-year interest rate is 2.83. So 2-year interest rate 2.84. So if you deposit for 3 years and take it out and deposit for another 2 years, you're getting negative return. So that's ridiculous. So that's why the yield curve shouldn't be this inverted. It should be upward sloping. Future interest rate should be higher because you always get positive returns for your future interest rate. But based on that, it's some problems. Okay, you guys want to relax a little bit, and then let's watch a video, and then let's just watch these videos. You can read the articles and put down your opinions, and if you don't agree to the authors, we can discuss next time. But these are articles both from Bloomberg. So let's just watch the first one. Why investors are. Let's just watch these videos. And that's all for today.
Come on, Bill!
When markets get shaky, investors and economists start talking about the yield curve.
You know, the flattening yield curve has been kind of an overhang.
Inverted yield curve. Yikes. Inverted yield curves can often, but not always, predict a recession.
The reason? When the curve inverts, investors see it as an omen for an economic recession. But what exactly is the yield curve? To understand the yield curve, first you have to understand bonds. A bond is a chunk of money an investor lends to a company or a government with the agreement that over time they'll be repaid with interest. The interest, or the amount of money the investor earns annually for over $100 of bonds, is called the yield. The yield curve measures the yields of all the bonds the Treasury is selling over a long period of time. The x-axis shows when the bonds will be repaid, how many months, years, or decades, and the y-axis measures the yield, or the interest that bondholders receive annually. Here's what a normal, healthy yield curve looks like. This means the economy is expanding. You can see that when the market is healthy, longer-term bonds trade at a higher yield, and shorter-term bonds trade at a lower one. So in a healthy yield curve, a 2-year bond might yield 3% annually, and a 10-year bond might get 4%. Investors and economists look at the way the curve bends to predict the health of the economy. So what causes the yield curve to change shape and invert? There are 2 levers. The first is the Fed, which influences short-term bonds on the left side of the curve. In a booming economy, the Fed raises short-term interest rates, also known as yields, to rein in borrowing. They're trying to limit inflation, which can get out of hand when too many people are borrowing and economic growth is moving too quickly. But when the economy is stagnant, the Fed often will lower rates to encourage borrowing. Right now, the Fed is slowly raising rates. The markets have been trending up for the past 10 years, and unemployment is way down, so they're betting it's time to raise rates and restrict borrowing. Investor sentiment controls the right side of the chart. When investors think the economy is in good shape, they take money out of long-term bonds and instead pour their money into riskier assets, like stocks. The lower demand causes the price of bonds to sink, pushing up the yield. This is an important point. The price of a bond is inversely related to the yield, so when bond prices sink, the yields rise, and vice versa. But when investors think the economy is headed for a rough patch, they pull their money out of stocks and put it somewhere safer, like long-term bonds. This causes yields to drop. That started to happen at the end of 2018. Investors worried the global economy was slowing down, and they put more money in long-term bonds. Yields, which had been about 3% on 10-year treasuries, fell closer to 2.5%. It sounds like a small difference, but that's almost a 20% change. This is the key to reading the yield chart. When short-term interest rates go up and investor sentiment goes down, the yield curve starts to flatten, and it can eventually invert. Investors view this as a bad omen. Just look at this chart. Every time the yield curve dips below zero, a recession follows. So what does the yield curve look like today? Here's the yield curve in January 2018, and here it is now. You can see it's flattening. This is a big deal for the markets, and perhaps the strongest signal yet that we're headed toward a bear market. But we're not there yet. The curve is pretty flat, but it's not inverted. That means for now, there's no reason to believe a recession is imminent.
This is 3 months
But if
ago.
investors put more and more money in long-term bonds, and if the Fed keeps raising rates, that could change.
Yeah, so this is the most important one, and the others are what the professionals are saying about. You guys want to watch it? No? Or you can watch it by yourself? You can use your use your own time and watch it, but it's all talk. But I'm asking you guys to think about what do you think? Your opinions about this. Is that temporary, or it's going to be a prediction for the next recession next year? So if there's a recession, it should be like a year later. So what do you think? It's just temporary, or it's just it's
For the sake of
Huh?
me, I hope it's not.
yeah, because you guys are in job market looking for jobs, so yeah, so it's really not a good time if you look for jobs in a recession. So yeah, but I put 2 papers here. One is like Bloomberg when it's just started to invert in December, and also this is the most recent one. And today's it says recession is coming now, because now we do have inverted yield curve. So what do you think? I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's temporary. While the Fed stopped raising interest rate, the Fed will not reduce interest rate, just hold it here, and it could, investors will be encouraged to continue investing in the stock market and pulling money out of the bond market, and then that will push up the interest rate again. So because price will drop and interest rate will go up, and the yield curve will not be flat anymore. So that's my opinion. I don't know about you guys. Well, that's all for today. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll post the exam on Saturday morning, and it will be due like Monday night. So you got 3 days to work on it. So, because for you guys, I know you will start working on Monday till Monday, right? Saturday and Sunday, I know it's party time. Right? I know I'm right.
Are we good returning it in on paper, printing it out?
You can just Word file. You can just send me because they're all multiple choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just send it to.
Yeah, the homework don't worry. Homework will be due by the end of March. So, all right. I'll see you guys next week. Let me turn down the radio so otherwise we're still